Welcome to Business with Louis, the show where we break down complex business concepts into actionable insights that you can use to boost your career or grow your venture. I'm your host, Louis Riskwiser, and today we're going to explore a crucial aspect of any successful business: pricing strategies that work. So, what are pricing strategies and why do they matter? Simply put, pricing strategies refer to the methods businesses use to determine the optimal price for their products or services. It's about finding that sweet spot where you maximize revenue while also ensuring your customers feel like they're getting a fair deal. This concept is essential in the world of business because it directly affects profitability, competitiveness, and customer satisfaction. The concept of pricing has been around for centuries, with early economists like Adam Smith discussing the role of price in determining market outcomes. However, it wasn't until the 20th century that pricing strategies began to take shape as a distinct field of study. Influential thinkers like Philip Kotler and Michael Porter have contributed to our understanding of pricing, highlighting its importance in marketing and competitive strategy. There are several key models and frameworks that businesses use to determine their prices. One of the most well-known is the concept of value-based pricing, which suggests that prices should be set based on the perceived value of a product or service to the customer. Another approach is cost-plus pricing, where prices are determined by adding a markup to the cost of production. We also have competitive pricing, where businesses set their prices in relation to those of their competitors. As my colleague, a marketing expert, once told me, pricing is not just about covering costs, it's about capturing the value you create for customers. This is especially true in today's digital age, where customers have access to a vast amount of information and can easily compare prices. To stay competitive, businesses need to be strategic about their pricing, taking into account factors like customer demand, market trends, and the overall value proposition. Take the case of Apple, for instance. The tech giant is known for its premium pricing strategy, where it sets high prices for its products based on their perceived value to customers. This approach has allowed Apple to maintain a strong brand image and attract loyal customers who are willing to pay a premium for the company's innovative products. Another example is Walmart, which uses a low-cost pricing strategy to attract price-sensitive customers. By keeping its costs low and passing the savings on to customers, Walmart has become one of the largest retailers in the world. We can also learn from companies that have successfully adjusted their pricing strategies in response to changing market conditions. For example, when Netflix first launched its streaming service, it used a subscription-based pricing model that offered customers unlimited access to content for a flat monthly fee. As the company grew and expanded its offerings, it began to experiment with different pricing tiers, introducing higher-priced plans with additional features like 4K streaming and multiple screens. So, how can you apply these strategies in your own business or career? First, understand your target audience and their willingness to pay. Conduct market research to see what competitors are charging and where you can differentiate yourself. Consider the value proposition of your product or service. What unique benefits do you offer that justify a higher price? Also, be flexible. Markets change, and your pricing strategy should adapt accordingly. For instance, if you're launching a new product, you might start with a penetration pricing strategy to build market share quickly, then adjust prices as the market responds. If you're in a service-based industry, consider value-based pricing, where you charge based on the outcomes or results you deliver to clients. Remember, pricing is not just about covering costs, it's about capturing the value you create for customers. It's also important to keep an eye on your profit margins and ensure that your pricing strategy aligns with your overall business goals. As my friend, a successful entrepreneur, once said, "You can't just focus on revenue, you need to think about profitability as well." This means considering factors like production costs, marketing expenses, and distribution channels when setting your prices. A study by McKinsey found that companies that get their pricing right can increase their profits by 10–20%. Another study by Harvard Business Review discovered that businesses that use value-based pricing tend to outperform those that use cost-plus pricing. In conclusion, pricing strategies that work are all about finding that balance between profitability and customer perceived value. By understanding the core principles, learning from real-world examples, and applying practical tips, you can enhance your business's competitiveness and success. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a business student, or simply looking to navigate the world of commerce with more insight, remember that pricing strategies are a powerful tool at your disposal. As you move forward, keep in mind that pricing is not a one-time decision. It's an ongoing process that requires continuous monitoring and adjustment. Stay attuned to market trends, customer needs, and competitor activity, and be willing to adapt your pricing strategy as needed. That's it for today's Business with Louis. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, every great business starts with action. Make your next move count.